Hi, how's it going? So today we are about to find the answer to a very interesting question. Does Gen Z have free will? I assume so because I was able to do that. So, yeah, I'm saying, let's see what's up.
Economic instability. Free will is an intriguing concept because everybody has it, but nobody uses it. Instead, a lot of us are just running the same rat.
To be honest, I use free will. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I use my free will all the time. Bro, I'm making a YouTube video. I chose to do that. Talk to him. And also, if we were given free will, but God knows exactly what we're gonna do, is that really free will? But anyway, I have free will because keep game. Yeah, free will.
Race, living the same lives, not spontaneously giving in to our intrusive thoughts and quitting our dead end that we only got in the first place to afford PlayStation Plus, some Zar and Spotify Premium, and now trying to use those same wages to afford somebody's ungrateful daughter's wigs and nails, my own groceries and rent. And some of these wigs be costing $150, but not all of them. Some of these girls look like they shaved their hair straight from Rapunzel's head, and some others look like they ripped their hair straight off a horse's ass. A lot of us are just cogs in a machine. Sometimes life feels like it was pre-planned this way. Like I'm on the Truman Show and somebody else is...
Nah, I stubbed my toe yesterday. If that was pre-planned, you're gonna have to see me about that. I stubbed my toe a lot, actually. Not like crazy amount to where it's like this guy had a problem, but it was all planned out. The amount of times I've stubbed my toe kind of feels like we could have took this out script.
Pulling all of my own strings. Maybe I suffer from chronic delusion and the main character syndrome if I'm comparing being a cog in a machine to the Truman Show, because it's more like being a single grain of sand on the beach. Like, yeah, I live my own life through my own eyes and I feel like I matter, but everybody else is going through the same thing. So does everybody matter or does nobody? Gen Z's right to exercise free will is
everybody matters a little bit. Plus, I think everybody's the main character of their own story, right? Because you can't see what that guy's doing. You can't see what I don't know what any of y'all are doing. Y'all could be your meat and watch my video. That's kind of weird if you are, but if you're a girl, you know what I'm saying, do your thing. Yeah, you're your own main character, sure.
Definitely limited. At no point in recent history has there ever been this many young to 30-year-old adults.
There's an interesting setup of a room. Hopefully this is his friend's room, his girlfriend's room, because pink sheets, stuffed animals I'm assuming we're the same age, stuffed animals past the age of 7, blasphemy, not even gonna lie to you, 3 lotions. All right, kind of, you know what I'm saying, trying to diversify the inventory. Yeah, interesting setup.
Living at home with their parents. And believe me, Gen Z wants their freedom to be outside, to be YNs, Bonnie Blues, dream chasers, and all of that
dream chasers, yeah.
If you're adding a mortgage or rent into your life, then you have to subtract at least one of these, because housing prices aren't young people friendly. I was looking at...
I already know which one I'm going to subtract. Outside, bro. Outside, I don't like being outside.
The pricing of one-bedroom apartments in London and one person paying for that by themselves without starting a serious career beforehand is just ridiculous. You might as well have the bro move in with you and cuddle up in that one double bed like Diddy when the clock strikes 12.
Pause.
Because I ain't got it on my own. And that's all before talking about inflation. Gen Z is genuinely getting paid less. In just 3 months, inflation outpaced the wage increases by 3.4%, and from 2022 to 2024, they increased wages 5%, but inflation was already reaching the 12 mark, so workers are taking home a net less.
To explain to those who are afraid of JOB's a job. A wage is what the job pays you. Just in case someone was confused about wages and inflation.
amount of money, meaning Gen Z has the lowest ability to buy or purchasing power since the 2008 market crash, forcing us to penny pinch like Chris's dad if we ever want to buy any luxuries or anything nice for anybody else.
Or start a
We
YouTube
have
channel.
less ability to outright do what we want due to the financial burden, and that's why so many of us nowadays have multiple streams of income. Because I'll give it to Gen Z, we do have a bunch of hustlers. Get your money up, not your funny up. If it weren't for these meddling taxes, I'd be popping babies like Thanos popping pills.
Don't do that. Even if I had all the money in the world, if I ever decide to have a child, only one, maybe two, because I didn't feel like pulling out, but only one, and that's with one person. I'm not having a baby mama. I'm not having two. I can have one, but two is insane work.
I'd be dropping babies like Diddy's been dropping soaps.
Jesus.
The UK at the moment has a declining birth rate, and they're running incentives for people to have more children. Only the super rich are having more kids, and I'm sure you've seen Japan offering visas and citizenships to foreigners to go there and populate the land because their own people can't do it since the work culture demands them to be at work or around work all hours of the day with only a couple of hours to themselves for some free time to chill, socialize, game, or make babies. And despite having to work so much, Japan's employment culture finds it very hard for you to elevate in your career, since all the old people have to work as well, and they're holding on to senior positions that nobody can rise to.
Probably. So you're telling me there's a bunch of 88-year-olds still working? Bro, I'm 88, and if I'm still working at 88, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's gonna. If life didn't give me 13 reasons, working at 88 is gonna give me 13, the exact 13 reasons, maybe 15, because I don't want to be working when I don't even want to be working when I'm 60. You feel me? If I'm still working at 60, that might give me like 7.5 reasons. Yeah.
Because the old people are just never gonna retire. And since they all live in the cities now, coupled with low job prospects, rent is too difficult for young people to pay, maintain, and also have children with on top of that. This is a global problem. Even the most streamed TV show in the world right now is revolved around people risking their lives to get to their bag to pay off their debts. American kids would be all over a real life Squid Game if it meant making a dent in their student loans. Hell, I would...
Not me. Not me, bro. Unless I got good, nice parents. They let me stay. They're probably gonna let me stay with them until I get some money and get on my feet. If I ever like go crazy broke. But knowing me, never. I would work unless, yeah, I would work 2 jobs. I would still do YouTube, 2 channels. I would be going crazy. I don't even talk to people. Like the only reason that I don't post like 10 videos a day on this channel because I have school. If I'm out of school and I gotta pay out my student loans, I'll just work all the time. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
B2. Put me in red light, green light, and I'm pushing and shoving like I'm trying to get some air at a Travis Scott concert. Put me...
Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. The CRA, I heard of the IRS. Even the Joker's afraid of the IRS, but ain't no one said anything but the CRA. Maybe they know how to keep them hush, but I don't think the CRA comes for you like that. Maybe we're just too nice over here in Canada.
In hide and seek and let me be the seeker. Everybody's dying. I am the danger. You can be a 5'9" Korean man with a deceased wife and a disabled daughter and get folded. Oh, you part of the LGBT? These hands are all inclusive. And I would have thrown that baby and caught it on the volley like I'm Robin Van Persie in his absolute prime. I live this ignorance. Social media and climate anxiety. I believe in letting people follow their dreams, discovering their nindo and taking their own path. But if nobody wants to work a 9 to 5 and they all want to do whatever this is on TikTok all day.
Entering Glizzy Overdrive.
The fact that this is a real like job people can do, and the fact that you're in the consumer base for people to say, "Glizzy, yum yum." I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, if you can make money like this, if you can make the same amount of money or more doing this than working at McDonald's or working at a corporate job, personally, I have too much self-respect to do this. But if the bag is right,
increasing grip by 7%. We are locked
Jesus.
in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies. And
over and under, he has kids or plans to have kids. If he plans to have kids, he can't discipline them at all. As soon as this video is sent to them or they find the video of their dad doing this, no respect.
doing glizzy overdrive.
Hey, like he tried to send his kids to the room, and they're like, Glizzy Overdrive. That's you, right? Glizzy Overdrive. That's you. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to hush that, father. Hey,
Then who's gonna be the bin men and the
Damn.
plumbers? Then who's
Father.
gonna be
bro, don't tell me this is real, bro. He has a promising career. I started rapping because this kid I saw, he was like 8 doing this while I was like 15. I'm like, let me see what I can do, bro. Don't tell me what. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, damn, he could have been one of the GOAT rappers, or at least one of the ones who got a lot of money and decided to do drugs and fall off. Damn.
the bin men and the plumbers and the doctors? I'd say nurses, but they're already cooked. They're either on Love Island or juggling men like a pretty Latina woman on the beach in Brazil. I remember being a kid and I was in love with Michael Jackson.
That would have been the time to meet him.
Yeah.
And adults would ask me that dumb question of what's my dream job. My dream job.
But because we have to remember, right, to be serious for a second, on the internet, only a small portion of people are talking like this. Not everybody wants to be in front of the camera. Not everybody has the ability to be in front of the camera because they haven't worked on the skill. Not saying I'm the greatest ever, but it's like some people don't have the ability to like be on camera and things of that nature, right? So I'm pretty sure there's still more people. They're probably less than in history who want to be doctors, lawyers, plumbers, garbage men, but the jobs are still going to be open. And as soon as people hear about how much you're going to be paying people, because there's a lack of supply and the demand will be higher for those jobs, right? The people who work those jobs will get paid a lot more. Trust.
I was waking up at 6 p.m, eating pizza for breakfast and watching anime until I fall back asleep. Why would I dream about going to work? But I would answer with either to be a singer like Michael Jackson or to be a full-time ice cream man so I can just eat ice cream all day. And now, social media has given us the chance to just do whatever we want and get paid for it. Getting paid to talk into a microphone and chat absolute shit that nobody asked for, cares about, or even wants to hear, and making a bag for it? Sign me up. That is exactly what I'm doing right now, but I post once a week. I ain't full time. There's quite literally an unlimited amount of different, versatile, unique, original, personal content that can be made and paid for online, which does lead to my disappointment in the lack of originality in so many creators. But 20 years ago, this wasn't even an option. Couple this with new societal norms like homosexuality and mental health awareness, and
Damn, that came out of left field. I make original content, not on this channel anyway, but on my other channel. I do a whole bunch of just talk about anime, you know what I'm saying? Make my own original jokes, make my own original commentary, but I just do reactions for fun, pretty much. Yeah. And if you like it, you like them. If you don't, but I don't think there's anything wrong with reaction channels. I watch a lot of reaction channels because adding funny commentary and someone else's ideas just to a video Cool. It's
You
cool.
realize that Gen Z has been given the freedom to feel. Growing up, to be honest, I thought gay people were a myth. You could make gay jokes, but you couldn't actually be gay, because that's gay, but that's how people really feel, and now there's safe spaces and
What are they teaching y'all in the UK? You didn't think gay people existed? Right. Like, I mean, hearing about them all the time wasn't a thing back in the day. But, I mean, I didn't even think about it for real because I was a kid. Why would I be like 7 thinking about gay people? It's like, bro, I don't even like you know what I'm saying? I was running away from girls because I thought they had cooties and playing Pokemon. It's like,
places for them to mingle and interact in. The concept of depression and anxiety were completely foreign too. Young people now see it as a norm, but old heads still can't wrap their heads around it. And of course they were there back then, they existed. But back then, if you were sad, simply man up
Get
and
money.
tough it out. And this wasn't 100 years ago. I've heard these phrases myself, and it was just normal. So you could argue that Gen Z's free will comes from their ability to just be.
how long has he been talking for? Why is it just getting darker and darker? Maybe you don't have one of the, you know what I'm saying, more sophisticated lights like myself. My phone. But yeah, stuffed animal, a Charmander and a Molga. Jesus Christ. Stuffed animals at your age, crazy.
Themselves. In fact, I'm pretty sure in many spaces now they say it's cringe to not be yourself. It's mad how times change. Even little things like liking anime, alternative, or any media that doesn't quite stereotypically match your demographic are now generally accepted, and it's cool. Also with social media, you can get your news directly from the source, not from a government mediated station that tells you how to feel, but from the victims.
To be honest, I wouldn't know. I don't watch the news. I like being ignorant. I don't know what to say, bro. If I can't change it, I ain't gonna worry about it.
Or suspects, and you can open the comment section, but ultimately it's down to you what you think about this. You have the freedom to decide, and adults to this day don't get that. Like, the TV news will tell you that anything you get from social media is false and that it's full of misinformation, which it is, but it can also give you a truth more authentic than you could have ever gotten. There's many reasons why I'd argue that we are absolutely caged as people, but our mind has never been so free, I'm certain. Before our time, if you made a mistake or had an embarrassing moment, all you had to worry about was at most what some friendship groups in your town thought of you. But fumble a baddie today and you'll.
We're probably never gonna get that movie, huh? Why, bro? Why can't you be like Michael B? You know what I'm saying? Just talk regular talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just talk regular, bro. I'll be Miles Morales. That's what we should do. Make me Miles. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
See your picture on the shade room with fully grown bums in the comment section, calling you broke and scruffy. Your L is multiplied times 10 because we are hyper exposed to constant information and constant opinions. And just like the toxic CIA ass music that we're forced to listen to, this information and opinions can also subconsciously cloud our own judgment and thought processing. So it's a double-edged sword, I suppose. But that's about all I've got for does Gen Z have free will? I don't think we can ever really express our free will truly. Comment down below some weird limitations of our free will that you think are absolute BS. I'll go first. Crossing the border, just like walking to another country. Why can't I
I mean, it's a whole bunch of economic stuff. You feel me? Like going to another country just to like visit. I guess. Why can't we just do that? Like, going to live there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to pay taxes and whatnot. If taxes go away, I ain't mad. But yeah, another piece of free will that people don't often use: going to trials, like just sitting Like being one of those people who were just hearing about how someone's whole family got slaughtered by this one guy. Like people don't do that a lot. It's kind of weird how that's a thing that people can actually do. And you can just go to a court case just randomly for no reason. Just literally. Another piece of free will that we don't use.
Just do that. But technology keeps on advancing, and I feel like it was giving us a lot of free will. But with AI coming in now, they're gonna control us again, guys. And if you get the Elon Musk chip put in your head, yeah, you're basically an.
But I want the chip though. Like after everyone else got it, and their minds are controlled, and then like someone from the future comes back and stops it and reverse engineers it to where like you can control your own chip, then I'll get it because I want to play music in my head all the time. Feel me? I want to be able to watch videos like in my eyes. That'd be cool.
Android at that point. But that's all I got for this week's video. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Same over here. Like, comment, subscribe.